Okay, so thanks for inviting me to Wild Labs. I've meant to come already earlier, but yeah, this is the reason it never worked because I'm sitting in Germany in the afternoon. Anyway, so I'm really happy to tell you a little bit about Moveapps, which I would more introduce as a community platform for easy and open analysis of animal movement. The idea came from Kamran Safi, here my supervisor at the Max Planck Institute of Animal Behavior, because there is so much biologging and especially tracking data being collected recently. And there is, on the other hand, people that are kind of experts in making analysis and methods and code, but we have to bring these guys together. And since Movebank is already storing a lot of data that can then be used, we have thought we should also go ahead and make a platform where people can analyze these data in a proper way. So that was the idea. And of course, and how do I get on? Being the Max Planck Institute, of course, we wanted this platform to be very special, super duper novel, and also opening up science for everybody and making things reproducible. So Moveapps is working as such that anybody wants to, and I'm encouraging everybody here to try that out once, can contribute an app. A small R code or Python is also supported since a few weeks, that is doing something with tracking data that you develop on GitHub and you submit to Moveapps as an app that people can then use there. All this code has to be open, so all related to open science. You select your license. Further on, when people then use your apps in a workflow, these workflows can be reproduced, or these workflows can first be published. You get a DOI, and then they're just available for everybody. You can reproduce them 100% as they are, which right now in science is still a little bit of a problem. And people can also get recognition in a way for coding, which is also not kind of self-explanatory right now in science. Moveapps is a serverless cloud-native system, so it's just working on the server. You don't have to have a super duper computer. You don't have to install anything. So you are just kind of independent of your resources, which makes it also rather inclusive and also sustainable and secure. So anybody can use it. And you can also just use it on your smartphone if you're in the middle of, I don't know, of the desert, as long as you have internet. Sorry. One feature that has been used quite successfully in the past months, which was also one of the reasons, I guess, that we were awarded the Conservation Tech Award by Earth Ranger last year, is its near real-time feature. So with Moveapps, it's possible to load data from Movebank that are streaming in there kind of real time, or however you have programmed your tags, then can run analysis on these data once a day, for example, and pass on the results. For example, we have an integration with Earth Ranger, so it's passing on information that is calculated out of tracking data to Earth Ranger that rangers in Africa right now are using to find the feeding spots of vultures, for example. As a cautious remark, we are still in our beta phase, but we are about to end that, and there are already about 650 users, which is kind of rather overwhelming sometimes, but I cannot see how much people are actually using it. If you want any more details on the system, you can have a look at the paper that is cited down here. Most of the apps that are available for analyzing data, and I think that's what most people are interested in, were made by us, but we hope that this is soon going to change. There are now 66 functioning apps that you can kind of explore in our app browser that provide data access, filtering, some simple movement properties. You can have some visualization or annotations, which are still rather simple. We hope that people will soon pick up and contribute some more tools there. There are some clustering, segmentation apps, and also some environmental integration, as for example, road crossing that one can detect from tracks, which I think is a rather important tool right now. Yeah, and I said we have now 6 people that are developing apps, but I hope there will be more soon. There's also public workflows that people have shared with everybody on the platform so that you can use them kind of anytime. And one feature that I find really important and helpful, and I wanted to point out here, is that workflows, which are like apps stitched together that run a certain analysis, can be shared with other users that on the platform that can then apply this workflow to their own data and to kind of run exactly the same analysis as you had done before. And as I said before, workflows can be published with a DOI so people can get back to them. And last but not least, you already said it, Stephanie. Last year, we won the Conservation Tech Award from Earth Ranger, which was rather, let's say, intimidating for us because I had never expected. But I think I realize now that it was that the committee had seen the potential of Moveapps, and I think it has great potential, because if the community is really going to work on it and join it, anything is possible. We have got some money for this award and got some additional co-funding from our university cluster on collective behavior, and the plan is to make an app developer challenge and workshop with that, where we want to kind of encourage people to think of and develop some small, just doesn't have to be anything super complicated, but of course something super novel and creative in terms of apps to equip Moveapps for conservation. We have some use cases that we ask people to kind of work on. One of them could be mortality, clustering, home ranges, or human-wildlife interaction. We are right now in this phase of kind of thinking of how are we going to do and how are we going to set up things. But please, anybody watch out and join the coding challenge, which will start in March, April. And maybe some of you can then come to the workshop after the summer. And I'd be really happy to exchange ideas and get Moveapps.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Andrea. So
out there.
It would be awesome to have, like, once you put the call out, to pop it on Wild Labs and get it out to our community. And you're also
That's the plan.
Welcome to pop along to another variety hour, because we have a space at the end. We might not have time today, but we usually have a space at the end for people to jump in and like, hey, this is coming up, you should come along. So definitely make use of that. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Andrea. That was awesome.